Okay, so this is a completely unscripted video. I haven't decided what to talk about in this, but basically, a few days ago, 3 days ago, or 2 days, yeah, 2 days ago, I posted my home server. I'll probably show a pic of it here. My home server on r/homelab, because I was following that subreddit for a while, and that was like one of my core inspiration to build my own home lab with the minimum amount of parts that I have access to at the moment. um, I bought the server components like almost 1.5 years ago. It's a really old, crappy computer I found on Facebook Marketplace, and I bought it from there. The case wasn't too good. I'll probably show a picture of it here. Now, the thing is, this computer, according to the comments on my post, the motherboard is around 20 years old, and it uses a pretty old CPU in it. It does not have any GPU. It is running on 4 GB DDR3 RAM. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive attached to it, no SSDs. And yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is it's a really less power hungry power hungry uh, server. Okay, its power draw is close to a Raspberry Pi. And yeah, a few months ago I decided to create a proper enclosure for this out of MDF. I will upgrade this after I upgrade my main PC. I'll put the parts of this PC inside the server, and I will upgrade that. So along with that, I will upgrade the case at that time. So yeah, I built this server, the enclosure that I showed you earlier. This is the final thing. It took me around 2 days to build this. I would say 3 days, because I had to paint this as well in white because the super glue wasn't looking good. And this is, I think, probably the most solid thing I have ever made, because it is pretty sturdy. The MDF is like pretty strong. It was thick, and I don't have proper cutting tools for this, so I was just working with a hand drill and two pairs of cutters, both of which completely broke at the end of this project. So yeah, that was all I had to work with. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is the best thing I've ever made, but this is the best thing I've made with the amount of stuff I had in my hand. So I'm pretty proud of it. And after a few weeks of building this, I got the courage to take some pictures of it and post it to r/homelab. uh, yeah, it didn't go well. I would say. So after posting it, within like 5 to 10 minutes, I got a comment which said homemade fire starter. I chuckled at it a lot. It was pretty good. I had a good laugh at it. Then the comments started flooding in. Like, all of them are mentioning that the cardboard is bad, it will catch fire. And it was pretty funny to see, because uh, you can even I showed the motherboard and all the internal components. You can clearly see it's not that power hungry that it will catch fire. I don't know, maybe I'm actually dumb. I'm really sorry if this is actually a case that cardboard cases catches fire, because I've seen a lot of them over on Pinterest, Reddit. I don't know. I'm no one. I'm not an expert in this. I'm not some advanced guy in computers. I just like computers, and I like building stuff. So I built this out of cardboard because that was the most handy thing I had in my hand at that time. And yeah, uh, there were a lot of comments who were in support of what I was doing. They were saying that you don't see randomly combusting uh, computers. If that's the case, that computer catches fire on wood or cardboard, then you shouldn't place computers at all in your home, because they can catch fire as well. I don't know, maybe this is after some time I actually wrote in a comment that this is a temporary setup. Even after that, the hate was the hate was real, but yeah, it was all fun and games. Yeah. A lot of old veteran computer users, according to their comment, like they were telling stories 30, 20, 30 years old, and yeah, they were supporting me actually. That was pretty good. That felt good, but yeah, the 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 comments were really good. Yeah, the post is removed now, and the reason, it's low effort. I bought the server back in 2023 for around 3000 rupees, and along with the hard drive it was around 4000 rupees. The parts for the server, the all the hardware, not the hardware but the cardboard and stuff, that was close to 500 1000 rupees, and it took me 2 to 3 days to build that box. The only low effort thing in that is the front thing, like the front part of for the fans, because uh, I had no option to cut circles in cardboard that thick in the MDF, so I picked a scrap cardboard and made two cutouts for the fans. Yeah, that was that. But yeah, that that took me a while. That took me a lot of time to build. So the way they said that it was low effort, that felt, I don't know, that didn't feel bad, but it was like didn't make any sense. Yeah, basically that was my experience in r slash home lab. And yeah, I don't think they are going to put the post back up. Yeah, I replied to them, in like I replied to the message. They didn't contact me again since then. It's been like what, 12 hours since then, 12 14 hours. I'll see. I'll wait for another 1 or 2 days and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll make another post when I actually put some effort according to them. Yeah, that's it.